that feels like luxury that's under $10. Hi, I'm Laura Ray. I have some amazing products for you that feel like luxury products but are under $10. That is like finding a unicorn. I'm telling you, with as much as makeup costs these days, it has taken me months to curate this little group of products here that are under $10 that work so well and feel like luxury. Let's kick this off with a glowing primer. This one here is so expensive. It's the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow. I tried it out. I didn't feel it was any different from this one from Essence. This runs $5.99. Yes, I'm saying it right, $5.99. It works beautiful for hydrating the skin and just sort of setting you up for your makeup blending beautifully on the face. I really love it. It does have a slight scent, so if you're sensitive to that, I usually am, but it doesn't bother me. It dissipates very quickly. This is watermelon water and niacinamide. I know some of you have also told me in the comments that you're allergic to niacinamide. So I wanted to make sure you know those are sort of the bragging ingredients. But I say save yourself a ton of money and get the essence. Foundation can be so expensive, so when I find one under $10 that works great, I really get excited. I love the Ulta Beauty brand Youthful Glow Foundation. These are little drops. They blend so beautifully on the skin. If you're like me and you like just sort of a light coverage that will stay on during the day and sort of become one with your skin, I think this is great. Now, I like to take my sunscreen and of course apply the same amount of sunscreen I normally would, but I also take this and put a couple of drops in to add more pigment to it if I feel that I'm not getting enough coverage from my tinted sunscreen. So that's just a little tip I wanted to throw in, but I love this on its own. It's often on sale. At the time I'm making this video right now, $8. That's what it costs. I can't believe it. It really could be thought of as high-end if you put it in maybe fancier packaging with a big beauty name brand. But I love this. I've used it off and on for over a year, and I think it really is like a luxe product. This is one of my all-time favorite eyeshadows, Charlotte Tilbury's Eyes to Mesmerize. This one is Oyster Pearl. I just love it because it looks so rich on the eyes. I think it would look gorgeous on any eye color. And if you struggle with maybe hooded eyes or getting your shadow to apply right, I know many of you write me and tell me that. You say, Laura, I just don't know what to do with eyeshadow anymore. This is a great product, but I have something so much cheaper that is just as great. And that's from Almay. I mentioned these the other week. It's their Velvet Foil Cream Shadows. I did what I said. I ordered a bunch more. I have even more shades coming. But this one here, which was Endgame, was pretty close, a little bit darker than Oyster Pearl. But when you see it on the lids, wow, it just looks the same. I couldn't believe how beautiful these shadows were. Now, I'm looking here on my list. Some of these are as low as $3.97. It depends on Amazon with the shade. These are almost impossible to find anymore in store. I wish they did have them everywhere because I think they're amazing shadows. What I do to apply the shadows is use this little set here from EcoTools. It's $5.97. And I just put a little bit of the eyeshadow on my hand, put some on the side with the fluffy brush, and just went like this. Look at how beautiful this turned out. I can't believe it. Then I took the smudger brush, this little side here that's stubbier, and put the darker shade that is like the Charlotte Tilbury in the outer corner and just blended it. Wow, that's all I did. I used this brush set, again, $5.97. Now, what I wanted to say with these brushes is there's no scent to them. I have ordered inexpensive brushes before, and this part, the wooden handle, came smelling awful. I had to like leave them outside to air out. They were that bad. These have no scent. They're just EcoTools overall, I think, is an amazing, underrated brand. They come out with so many great products. But I love these brushes because you could use this for eyeliner on this side. This, if you're trying to get maybe pack into the crease area, this would be great. Of course, this end is a fluffy end, which is great for blending. And then, as I said, the smudger brush here is great for doing like the outer V or even eyeliner if you want to smudge your liner. But this set is great, and the Almay shadows cannot be beat. I have two great concealers to share with you. Recently, I purchased the new Nars, which was a fortune. It comes in, of course, the little plastic container. It's just plastic, and I really didn't like it that much. It sort of got into my creases, and it wasn't so great for me. But as I was playing around with it, I realized, hey, that feels sort of like CoverGirl. And so I repurchased the CoverGirl concealer. I bought one in neutralizer and I bought one in medium. Oh my gosh, if you cut this bullet off and put it in a container, it would feel like the Nars, but this did not crease. The Nars, I know I paid more than $30 for. This is $6.97. And let me tell you, a bullet like this is much easier to use and apply than going into the pot. So I really love this. If you're looking to neutralize some purples, discoloration, then I'd recommend the neutralizer shade. I really love that. So if I have marks on my face, I bought the medium so I can just like tap that on and then take my double dome Delium brush and pat it out. So I bought a medium, and then I really like the neutralizer for the under eye. So that is a fabulous savings and a great concealer. Another great concealer that I'm loving is the NYX Born to Glow. I bought the shade Natural. What I love about this is it's so thin, but it has a lot of pigment in it. It's not super glowy. I feel like it works amazing in the under eyes. And I've heard so many good comments from many of you before when I've talked about concealers saying how much you loved it. So I repurchased it and I wanted to try it again. I remember loving it when I had it before, and it is amazing, and so is the price point. If you're looking for a very affordable powder, then I really love this one, the Zero Sebum from Etude. This is beautiful. It's around $7. It has no talc. I love that about this powder. It looks very white, but once you push it into the skin, it just gives such a beautiful look and really gets rid of the pores. Now, I would not use this if you have super dry skin. If you have normal, combo, or oily skin, this powder is your friend, because I feel like it's not such a moisturizing and hydrating powder like some are. But I love it. I'm really enjoying using this brand new tool from Real Techniques. This is also under $10. On one side is a sponge for applying makeup. I haven't tried that yet. For liquid makeup, and on this side it's made for applying powder. And the little band here flips from side to side, so you can just put your fingers in like this, and if you're putting on your foundation, use that side. If you're doing your powder, you put your fingers in and do like this. But it worked great for applying the powder, and I just really love how this gives a very finished and polished look to the skin. This blush, I've been loving. The Air Blush reminds me so much of Charlotte Tilbury's blush that she has. This is the matte blush, but they have one that has highlighter in it too that's mixed. But this is such a great blush. $6. I think it looks beautiful on the skin. It looks as nice as my Charlotte does, which Charlotte's blush is one of my all-time favorites. So when I'm saying that, I'm comparing it to something that I love very much. This price point is so different. This is also a good way to try out a color that you might not normally buy. I love peach blush. This is called Peach Heaven, and I think it just works beautifully on the skin. All of these lip pencils are $6.99. Can you believe it? Today I used the red pencil and just filled in my lips and then went over with a gloss. But I love these pencils. The pack I got was, I think, color 1. They have some different sets, but I love the colors. You get some deeper shades, some brighter shades. This is a great way to try out shades you might not normally buy if you were spending $10 on a pencil. Now let's think about it. Most of the lip pencils at the drugstore are close to the $10 mark. I love lip pencils. A lot of times I will fill in my lips, put on a little gloss, and that will be my lip look for the day. So I probably have 50 lip pencils in my cabinet there that I've tried. But these are just beautiful, and the price on these cannot be beat. Recently, I did a whole video dedicated to Milani makeup. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it for you so that you could watch it. I love Milani. I've used Milani for so many years. And one of their all-time best products, in my opinion, was the Milani Keep It Full. This is a lip plumper lip gloss, and it really does the job. It smooths out the lips. They look so beautiful, luminous. Now, the shade I popped on top of the lip liner today is Luminoso, but it comes in so many other shades I've practically bought over the years because this has been out a long time, every shade. But they look beautiful on the lips. What is savings? Now, I've bought the Buxom lip glosses many times. White Russian is one of my favorites that I've used over and over, but I say these are just as good. If you're looking for a lip oil, I would say the top lip oil, and I've purchased many, is the NYX Fat Oil. I love this stuff. It just really plumps up the lips. I'm going to add a little right now. Now, this shade is called Missed Call. Just look at so glossy and beautiful. I love it in place of a lip mask at night. Sometimes I'll just put this on because I love the feel of it so much. But it's such a great product. Lip oils can be so much money. I bought one from Clarins, and do you know, I love this one much better. I didn't like the taste. It had some kind of weird taste to it, and I spent all that money for that. The packaging, of course, was more luxe, but to me, I really don't care in this case about the packaging. I'm more concerned with the product, how it looks on my lips, how much they're giving me in the container. So I really think this is a great bargain. All of you that watch all the time will not be shocked by this. I have to bring it up because there could be somebody seeing this video for the first time, and it's the Almay Goddess Gloss. This is the most spectacular lip gloss. It looks so beautiful on the lips. It looks like you have something from a very expensive makeup company, and these are so affordable. I've talked about them so much because I feel guilty not mentioning them. They're that good. I keep repurchasing them. This here is, I think the shade, yes, Fairy is probably the one I've repurchased the most. This is so underrated. You know, Almay has some products that I feel fly under the radar and people just don't notice, like those foil shadows. Between the velvet foil shadows and these, they could be a high-end brand. If you enjoyed this video and would like more like these, if you'd leave a thumbs up, that would help so much to let me know you enjoyed it. Or leave me a heart in the comments. I'd like to hear what was your favorite product that I talked about today. And if you have a product that you use you feel is like luxury that's affordable, Please let us know in the comments. We'd all love to hear that. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, why not? Just click the subscribe button. It's free, and I put out videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 9 a.m. Eastern, so I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. All the links are in the description of the video. Just hit the more button. I do receive a small commission, and that's what helps me to keep my channel going. I appreciate and love you all so much. I hope you have a blessed week, and I'll see you soon.